We hope you enjoy The Magicians, The Picture of Death by Rachel Lawson. I don't know, said Blake, the emperor of the magicians, to his cousin, his heir apparent, Aureus, nervously. It's all right, it's just a birthday present, said Aureus. I don't know where I could put it, said Blake. You'll love it, said Aureus. Aureus showed him a picture of Blake's son sitting in a chair, leaning on an axe. Blake looked puzzled. Lance posed for me. It's called the Necromancer, said Aureus. Why Lance? Asked Blake. Why not? Said Aureus. Lance was the real necromancer. Blake knew it. Not many people knew who the necromancer was. Yes, why not? Blake said. Blake thought Lance posed as a joke. Will you pose for me? Asked Aureus. As long as I'm clothed, said Blake, blushing, looking at another picture a nude Aureus had painted. It looked superb quality work, but it embarrassed the modest Blake. He recognized the model. It was Lance again. It made Blake squirm. Whatever you like, said Aureus. Thank you, said Blake. Blake arrived at Aureus' studio again later that week. Aureus wasn't alone. Lance, his son, was there posing for a nude painting. Blake recoiled in horror. Hi, Dad, said Lance. Not flinching or covering up, Blake was scared. All he could do was look Lance in the eyes. You must be cold, said Blake, trying to act calm. I'm fine, said Lance, enjoying messing with his father's mind. Why are you here? To pose, said Blake nervously. I'd like to see that, said Lance with a wry smile. Lance knew doing a nude picture would embarrass his dad. He thought it would be a sight to see. Okay, if you like, Lance, said Aureus. You can redress the picture's finished. Lance redressed and looked the picture. It was photo quality. Lance looked over himself in the picture, and he was impressed. It's really good, Dad, you have to look at it, said Lance. I already saw more than I ever wanted to see of you, said Blake, blushing. Are you going to do a striptease? Asked the son, teasing his dad to make him more uneasy. No, shouted Blake nervously. You have to get undressed to pose, said Lance. Not me, said Blake. Coward, said the son. Yeah, he's posing clothed for a pose as a stage magician, said Aureus. No fair, protested Lance, who was enjoying teasing his prudish dad. Lance thought his dad posing as his stage persona Blake Fire would be boring, so he left Blake changed in the next room into a stage costume. Sit in the chair here, said Aureus, and he replaced the canvas of the nude Lance with a fresh one and said, Smile, Blake. Blake did, feeling awkward sitting on the same chair as his naked son Aureus began to paint him. It was a masterpiece when he finished. Blake was very impressed. When it was dry, Aureus got it framed and gave it to his cousin. His wife refused to have it in the house. His partner in his stage act was jealous he didn't have the picture too. So he said the picture was not allowed in the theater. Blake could only put the picture in one place. His office in the afterlife. It was the worst place for it. Is that your picture? Asked Lance, seeing it there. Yes, nice, isn't it? Said Blake. No, it would look better without clothes, teased Lance. Oh, go kill someone, boy, moaned Blake, the mortified king of the Grim Reapers to the Reaper Prince. Lance was noted as their boss, Fate's assassin. Seriously, the reporter you asked to see for the exclusive interview with Death is here to see you. I don't like the idea, said Lance, who was a Reaper then like Blake. I don't like it either. It's Fate's idea, said Blake. Fate was into Reapers doing publicity stunts. This was just another bad stunt. Tell Dante to show him in. It's a woman, said Lance. Then show her in, said Blake. Lance left Blake, who sat behind his desk and began reading and signing forms to look busy when the reporter arrived. There was a knock on the door. Blake shouted back, Come in! In the room walked another Grim Reaper, Blake's assistant Dante, with a woman. Are you Mortimer, the king of the Grim Reapers? Sorry, you all look the same, the woman said. We all look different. Look at the bone structure, said Blake. She did. They did look different. She spied the picture on the wall. Mind if I take a photo of you? Said the reporter. All right, said Blake. She took a photo of Mortimer and the picture. Is that a picture of you in life? Asked the reporter. What picture? Asked Blake, forgetting his painting. The picture of the magician? Asked the reporter. Maybe, said Blake cryptically. It looks like it was made by a master. Who was the artist? Asked the reporter. The masked chicken? Blake laughed. He painted it? The reporter. Yeah, said Blake. Who'd have thought he would be? A good artist, said the reporter. He's amazing, Blake said. He is, said the reporter. Who is this picture of? Asked the reporter. Blake Fire, the stage magician, said the Aureus after being shown the picture the next day. Wonder why Blake gave it to Mortimer. Blake said he put it in his office. Blake, turn on the television to channel 900 now, said Max, Blake's best friend and his partner in his stage magic act, Blake, who was at home watching the new series of Neighbors. I'm busy. I'm watching Neighbors. What is it? Blake snapped to his mobile phone. No, this is serious tape, Neighbors, said Max, appearing out of thin air. Nothing is that serious, said Blake, who was a Neighbors fan. Max snatched the remote and changed the channel. Hey, said Blake sharply. Then he saw himself on the TV on his show. The Blake Report. What? Said Blake. We repeat, said the reporter who spoke to Blake in his afterlife office. On the screen was the text, Blake Fire is dead, deposed as Emperor of the Magicians, as he has been discovered to be the King of Grim Reapers. The superhero Blue Midnight has admitted to being a dead man. Thus he has been a pretender to the role of leader of his people and ruler of the solar system. His son, the Enchanter, has gone on the run as he has been identified as the Necromancer who is wanted as a serial killer by the police, said the TV. What did you do? Asked Max shortly. I let Aureus paint me, snapped Blake. I put his painting in my office and let her see it and talk to her about it when she interviewed me. You did what? Said Max. I think I stuffed up, said Blake. What was she doing interviewing you in your office? Said Max. Fate organized it, said Blake. He's a bigger fool than the masked chicken ever was, and you're a close second, said Max, frustrated. Blake grimaced. Later, while Blake's wife was living alone in the house as Blake had moved into the afterlife office in their large backyard, she got a visitor. Hello, Angela, said Aureus, nervously appearing inside her living room. Hello? What do you want, Aureus? Asked Angela Alexander, seeing him. I am sorry about what happened, said Aureus. I don't know how Blake could run the afterlife and the solar system at the same time. He's a workaholic, and he gives 110% of himself, said Angela. I need his help. I can't cope with just one of his jobs, said Aureus. He said you might come for help, said Angela. What did he say? Asked Aureus. It's your job, you do it, Angela said. Aureus looked shocked. He couldn't cope. She watched him and chuckled. What? Aureus snapped. Just testing you. You really need him, said Angela. Did I pass the test? Asked Aureus. Yes, said Angela. Will he help me? Asked Aureus. Yes, said Angela. How do I contact him? Asked Aureus. Come with me, Angela said, and walked to the back door of the house, followed by Aureus. Is he gardening in the backyard? Aureus asked. No, Angela said. They walked for a while in the backyard, which seemed endless and very pretty. There was an imperceptible portal in space and time in the garden leading to the afterlife. I didn't know you had a castle in your backyard, said Aureus, seeing the office at the entrance of the afterlife. Is Blake here? Aureus asked. Yes, she said, knocking on the door to it, finding it locked. The door opened. Hi, Mum, Lance said, answering the door as a human, seeing her. We're expected, said Lance's stepmom. I know he told me, said Lance, letting them in and said, Follow me. They did. They walked through the wooden halls of the Gothic building till they got to a desk with a Reaper sitting behind it. Is that Blake? Asked Aureus. No, that's Dante, his assistant, said Lance. Hello, chicken, said Dante. Hello, said Aureus nervously, not knowing who Dante was. He's waiting for you. Go in, said Dante. Lance led them in. Blake was a man in a black shirt and pants, sitting behind a desk littered with papers. Seeing them, he rose, walked over to them, and kissed his wife. Thanks for bringing him here, honey, he said to her. You're welcome, said his wife. Aureus was walking to look at the picture he painted. It looks good here, said Aureus. Yeah, agreed Blake. Funny how a simple thing like a picture could cause such a big problem, Lance said. Blake, I'm sorry I painted it now, said Aureus. It's all right, times must change. I was bound to be caught dead sometime. Everyone has a time to die. This is as good a time as any to kill myself off, Blake said. I'll help you with your work behind the scenes. Just ask Angela. She'll take you here and out past the enchantments which are in the garden to prevent people from escaping the afterlife.
Has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Death has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Death has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Death has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Death has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Death has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Death has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. Death has come for me. No one can cheat death, not even death himself. There is no way back from death once he has come for you.